Hi, it's Annette here, and welcome to our full body workout today, and we'll be using mini bands. This workout is suitable for beginners or seniors or anyone that wants a low impact way to build strength in the comfort of their chair at home. So I have purchased these from a cheap shop, and they're all different tensions. But if you're new to exercise, I recommend you starting with the lightest band that you have. Okay, let's warm it up on that nice safe chair. Always sit towards the front of the chair, legs start off shoulder width apart, sitting tall, relax the shoulders, just roll the shoulders just to warm them up, and the other way. Good, 2 more. And the last one. Now we're just going to do a heel dig forward. And when you're ready, add a punch to the midline. It doesn't matter which arm as well. Good, we just want to warm up. All right, let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to take a tap to the side and a lean to the side as well. That will engage those core muscles. And we're going to push the opposite direction. So just turning a little bit to the corner and pushing straight in front of that shoulder. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now you're just going to kick it forward, pushing through that heel, and the arms come up, and you're going to reach and pull, reach and pull. Good. So we really want to warm up that back as well, because we can do lots of back exercises with the band. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Now a knee lift, not too high. Just engage those tummy muscles and breathe out as you lift that knee. And we're just going to reach down towards our foot there. So we're just reaching down. Good. Opening out that knee a little. 4, 3, 2, and we go back to the start. So we start off with our heel dig. And the arms come up and we punch. That's good. Punching it out. I'm starting to feel warm already. Okay, let's do 4 and 3. 2 more. Last one. And then we side tap with a lean. And we push the opposite corner. We got 4 more. 4. Come on, push. 3, 2. Last one each side. And then we kick. So kicking it forward. Arms reach forward and pull. Forward and pull. Good. Stretch and pull. 4, 3. And last one, taking it to a knee lift, reaching down just towards the foot. Doesn't matter if you can't touch the foot. I got really long arms. Okay, keep it going. And 4. Last 2. Last one. We'll just have a big breath, stretching up high if you can, and down. So if you haven't used a band before, I'd recommend using the lightest band you have, because you don't want to be sore from the start. Okay, so let's take our band, and hinging forward, you're just going to wrap that around your feet. Okay, so you've got a little bit of resistance on the band, and you're just going to lift the toes and then lift the heels. So we're just doing a little bit of strength for the calves and around the feet. You want to try to keep your feet or your toes facing the front. So we're going to do 8 to 12 reps and 1 set of each exercise today. And this is a full body workout, and we're going to use all muscle groups. So it's going to be really good, and just go along at your own pace. So let's just do 2 more. And last one. Good. Now you're holding the chair now for our next exercise. Narrow through the tummy, so we want to use the core as well. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're just going to lift the knee straight up. Okay? And the other side. So we're going to alternate that. 8 to 12 if you can, and I'll do 12. All right, so that's 12 each side. So this is where you choose your own level, even if it's only 4 or 5. That's a great way to start. Breathing out as you lift. Good. Now if you're doing 8, there'll be 4 more. Keep that tummy narrow. Good, and breathing. That's 8 there now. And I'm going to do 4 more. Good, 2 more. And last one. Good, and just relax down. So we're just going to give the legs a little bit of a rest now, and we're just going to take the foot out, and we're going to do back. So when you hinge forward, make sure you keep your back nice and long, so you're reaching down for the bend, and you've got your foot on the bend there, and your shoulder blade is open, so we're going to be working back, very important. And then you squeeze the shoulder blade down, then the elbow comes. So you want to take that elbow back as far as you can, and then stretch. So you're pulling back and stretch, keeping the resistance on the bend. Good, 8 to 12. Halfway for some. Back is very important because we do so many exercises to the front that the back muscles get weak. So this is a really good one for your posture. And there we have 8, and I'm just going to do 4 more. Stretch and pull. Keeping that tummy narrow always. And I'm just going to do 1 more. Nice and slow with that one. And slow release. Good, that's it. Come up nice and tall, and you're just going to bring it up now. We're going to give that back a rest, and while we're here, we're going to do a bicep curl. So make sure the bend is flat, and you're going to put your hand under the bend. Remember to keep your wrists locked when you do the exercise. You don't want to be working that forearm. We're concentrating on the bicep. So elbow locked into the side and a bicep up towards the chest. Okay, so let's start. Good, how does that feel? You can swap the band for a lighter band if you need to. Or heavier. And there's our 8. And I'm going to 12. Breathing out as you bring it up. And here's the last one, nice and slow all the way through that range, holding it on the way down. Good. And then we're going to hinge forward and we're going to swap sides. Okay, so we've got our legs a little bit wider. We've got that shoulder blade open. We're hinging forward with our tummy narrow. Reach, engage the back. Bring that elbow back. Stretch and pull. It's like sort of like starting a lawnmower. Breathing out as you pull it back. 2 more. And I'm going to 12. And this is the last one, and I'm going to slow it right down. Good. And then while you're down there, you can just slide it up under the leg. I find the leg very handy for this exercise. Okay, so hand in, wrists locked, sitting tall, elbows locked into the side for support, and we've got our bicep curl. Bringing it up and controlling on the way down as well. There's our 8. Keep going if you can. And last one, slowing down. Good work. And we're just going to take the band down now, and we're just going to wrap it around our ankles. And I do recommend long socks or long tights for this one if you have any reaction with the band. So now we have our leg extension. So make sure you're towards the front of the chair and you've got that resistance. Brace through the tummy and you're just gaining. It's like a kick forward. So you're extending. You want to concentrate on the tops of the legs there, squeezing as you kick. Good, and you'll feel those legs working nice and controlled. Just do what you can. Good. And I have 4 more each side. 3, 2, and last one, nice and slow, and the other side. Good, and relax. And now hinge forward, and you're going to bring the band up around the thigh. So if you have trouble, if your bands are quite small, because they're different with different brands, you can wrap this around your feet, but just make sure you have the band flat. Holding onto the chair, bring the feet a little closer. This one is a great exercise for the muscles down the hips and the glute muscles as well. So, and keep the resistance on the band coming in as well, because we want to work the inner and outer leg. So take it out and in. So you can hold it a little bit out there as well. Just do what you can. And relax. Don't let it go quick on the going in, okay? And I'm going to start the count now. That was some practice. So stretch, thinking about those muscles. We don't use those a lot. That's when we move sideways. So this is a great one to strengthen the muscles and the glute muscles. And your tummy's narrow. That's it, keep it going. And I'm just going to do 4 more of these, okay? And on the last one, I'm just going to take a breath out and hold it there for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then relax. Good. And we're going to slide it down there now. And we've got, now this is using upper body now, so if you have a lighter band, you might want to grab that band so that you get full range. But we're going to do a chest punch. So we're going to punch forward, hand on the shoulder, that'll help keep the shoulder back, and you're just going to do a punch to the midline. Good, that's it. 4 more to take it to 8. 3, 2, 1, and of course I'm going to 12. And last one, nice and slow. Good. So now we're going to work the triceps on their own. So I've just got it to the side now. I'm pulling the elbow into the side, and I'm just going to lock that wrist in. So make sure your band's not twisted. Elbow to the side, wrist locked, and you're pushing down. This is a tricep push down. So looking straight ahead, push. And I'm going to start the count now. Relax. Breathe out as you push. Great one for the backs of the arms. 4 more. 2 more. And last one, nice and slow on the way up. Good. How did you go with that one? All right, we're going to try the other side now. So the hand on your shoulder, and then you're just going to punch it forward. So shoulders down, punch to the midline. Two more. 4 more for some. 4, 3, 2. Last one, and slowly bringing it in. Good. And then we've got the tricep on the other side. So elbow locked in and push. Squeezing the backs of the arms, the triceps. We need to keep the posterior muscles strong as well. And I'm going to do 4 more. Squeeze. Breathing out. And the last one, bringing it up slow. Good work. So now I have a great one for shoulders. So your elbows are locked into the side. I actually have the band around my wrists, but you can be holding it with your hand. And you take a breath in, and you're just going to try to take the band a little bit wider and relax. So you're stretching the front of your shoulder, but you're using your shoulder blades. They just sort of roll in there. And you might be just taking it a tiny bit. That's okay. Just do what you can. Of course, if you have any pain with this one through the shoulder, you might do this without the band. I'm just going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Well done. Now we did 1 set of all those exercises. So if you wanted to do 2 sets over time, just go back to the start of the video and do that all again. So we're just going to do a few stretches now to finish off. So bands down, just stretch out those fingers a little there, because they've held that band. It's really important you stretch through the fingers and the forearms. Then you're just going to take your fingers and slowly draw them back. So you're stretching down the front of the forearm and the fingers, and you can stretch the arms straight as well. Good. And then the other side. So you're just drawing those fingers back, keeping the thumb out, and then just slowly stretching it. That should feel good. And then you're going to clasp the hands, and you're going to push forward with a little rounding of the back. So you're opening the back. And then just bring it up, and you're just going to wrap your arms around you. And that's giving you one of the best back stretches there. And then open, and then the other arm on top. So you're just wrapping nice and close and breathing. Lovely back stretch. And then take your hands up beside your ears, and shoulders are down, and then just gently pull back those elbows to get a wonderful chest stretch. Good. And then just taking the arm across the body and reaching it out. So you're reaching through the fingers. And then taking your hand, touching your shoulder if you can, but we want to try to lift the elbow. So we're stretching the backs of the arms. Good, and lower, and the other side. So support the elbow and reach. So you're stretching the back of the shoulder there. And then hand on your shoulder and lift it up. If you have time, you try to hold the stretch for about 15 seconds, okay? Good, now we're just going to take the leg out. So we're stretching the calf there now because we've got our toe up, and we're just hinging forward. Relax the leg to stretch out the backs of the legs. And breathe. And come up, and the other side. So foot's flexed and hinging forward. Nice, and bring it up. Now just lifting the knee up, swinging the foot in and out to stretch out that hip. And down, and the other side. Lift it up and swinging in and out. Good, and just shake out the legs. Bring the arms up. We'll just have a couple of breaths to finish. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe out for a little bit longer there as well. 2 more. Breathe in and breathe out. And last one. Breathe in and breathe out. Well done, everyone. Regular strength can help your mobility, balance, flexibility, and is very important for independence. If you'd like more videos, don't forget to subscribe and like my videos, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye now.